Nick's been looking at with, you think you've got everything covered, but actually some of these things are not. Do you want to talk to that briefly, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I think the point there is we're monitoring in production. We're making API calls, and APImetrics. The first step is to call the API and make sure you've got the happy path working. But there's plenty of scenarios we can regularly check that for the sort of unhappy path, or make sure that things that fail that should fail. So from like setting up a bowler type check, you can have two sets of authentication set up and use the wrong authentication on a valid object. Are you getting a 404 or 401, depending on your setup for the response? Are you returning exactly what your schema is, what you're expecting? Are you returning too much information? Those things can be checked. I'm looking to my side at a whole list of the different the current top 10, and there's a lot of things here that are just very simple checks that you can easily do. You can try calling, say, an endpoint, and it's meant to be a get, but what happens if you try a post? Have you accidentally exposed the right API when you shouldn't have? That's a very simple check you can add. And then there's things like if you're using JOT tokens, can you pass in a JOT token with an algorithm that's set to none, and then you've exposed your endpoint to anybody, because that requires no key at all. Yeah, so that's the sort of regular checks that are very simple, and you can sort of do a constant pen test basically.